blown for that tackle on
the incident again.
Mensah.
It's actually got, it's a foul. I think really close to getting the ball. His foot is a bit high. It's over the top of the ball. It's actually fortunate it's not into the leg of his player. Otherwise, he also could be in trouble for that.
Here is Mohamed Al Hassan. He gives away possession. Here is Samari. Al Hassan recovers again. Here is Awaku. He's trying to put that one through for Agyenim, but the vision was good, but execution letting him down. Rush challenge from Afriyie and in Sobela.
Yeah, one goes straight away after the pass, trying to press. Look at him, this gun around the press, they play the ball around him. Bani is trying to strike back and then win the ball in midfield. An attempt brings down Sobila.
Here is Mohamed Al Hassan. Samuel Inkum cleverly wins a throw-in for the Phobians.
Mohamed Al Hassan trusts his goalkeeper the more. I think the best option would have been playing the ball back to Agyenim. It's quite clear he's not the most comfortable goalkeeper when he's got the ball at his feet.
Good vision from Ansaboche to pick out Inkum down the right side, but Inkum struggles to go past Awuni.
And also a great ball to switch the play into the far side where Inkum had made his move into. Awuni also did well to close down on him quickly. He didn't give him the chance to actually get full control of the ball.
Here is Samuel Inkum. Now Mohamed Al Hassan. Caleb Amankwa. Siraj, good 1-2 with Salifu. Tries to flick it back for him. He seemed to have won the ball legitimately, Siraj, at the expense of Samari, but the referee whistles for an infringement against Siraj.
Yeah, I think Siraj, I don't think there's anything in it. It's actually a very soft foul to give to Accra Lions against Siraj.
Inkum to Al Hassan. Now Caleb Amankwa, Salifu, and Saboche to Awaku. Not a good ball from Siraj trying to get to Awaku, but he's able to get a throw in for Hatzabok.
And what Hatzabok are doing now is to try and play a lot more of the ball and get Accra Lions to chase shadows. I could actually begin to fill in their legs around the 70th minute mark.
Here is Kosa. Now Salifu. There's a foul on Hagan Frimpong.
Yeah, Salifu. This would be nice applying the pressure, and Salifu actually goes into the tackle. He catches his man.
It's 5 minutes in the second half. 50 minutes. Here at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hagan Frimpong. Amu Mensah to Dominic Sobila. Great show of strength from Samari. Now here they go, Accra Lions. A corner from the block of Inkum as Amidu tried to get a cross in.
Yeah, Samari did really well to get past the bodies that were surrounding him. And then there's a cross coming in, but Inkum does well to get a cross. I mean, one of the only few opportunities they would have would be from set pieces. Accra Lions have to make the most of it.
Hamidu's cross dealt with by the Phobians as Awaku's clearance only goes as far as Awuni. Now here is a moment, Sam. Back to Apiakubi.
If somebody just tuned in and didn't know that Accra Lions are a man down, he's never really going to realize it, because they've done well with positional switches and the gaps and distances between them. Because what is happening now is that when they're on the ball, because of how close they are to each other, they don't need to cover a lot of grass, and so they're saving and conserving energy. Look at that, very close to each other, and the spacing has been good. It helps them in defending, it helps them in progressing the ball as well. Well done to them.
Good coordination and positioning from Accra Lions. Now Suraj trying to weave his way through those bodies, but his Lions from Agyenim Boateng. He makes it 2 for Hatzabok. Great goal.
Yeah, one moment they are defending, at that moment they are finishing it. Turning defense into attack.
That was swift.
Yeah, really swift. And now, if that was a mountain, that was a mountain for Lions to climb down. This one is a big one then for them at 2-0. But he does well, really does well, keeps his composure and is picking a spot where the goalkeeper is already, wrong foot, and he can't, even though it's not the most powerful effort, goalkeeper can't redirect himself to it. But the pass through the middle of the defense was brilliant, just to find Agyenim Boateng was making a lovely run, and the finish, it's a cool finish.
The former Mediama man makes it 2-0 for Hatzabok after replacing the injured Kwajobin Jr. His first Premier League goal for Hatzabok this season. He scored 3 goals in 13 appearances for Mediama last season. Here's Inkum. Now Al-Hassan. Awako. Salifu.
Yeah, now Hatzabok are also trying to pass the ball and draw them out and ask Lions to chase the shadows. And look at how compact they look, Lions. Now Hatzabok are trying to pass to break that compactness in the team, but they've kept their discipline about the Lions.
They don't want to be battered.
Yeah.
Trying to keep their shape, yep.
Absolutely.
Al-Hassan finds Amankwa, who is really flourished in that central defensive position. The other day, he openly confessed that he's not comfortable playing in that defensive midfield position, Amankwa.
Yeah, there are 2 different roles. Yeah, a few players, or some players are able to combine the 2, but people think they are all defensive duties. So it's virtually the same, but I can tell you it's very different. The now midfield space, it's bigger than you think. But when you're playing on centre back, you've got somebody to your left, you've got somebody to your right. It's not quite the same in midfield. Can all but be on your own when you're a defensive midfielder.
The model of this club has been to groom, nurture, and sell to the foreign market. And they've done some decent business. They sold Osman Bukhari to Genk in Belgium. He now plays for Nantes in the Ligue 1. They've done good business. Joseph Anwar plays in Bosnia. And then they also have Evans Eti, who plays in the Chinese league. Recently, they transferred their top scorer from last season, Division 1, Raouf, to Kansas City in the United States. They transferred Alex Ejakwa to Malaysia, and they won't stop selling Accra Lions. That's the model of this club.
Yeah.
But they want to keep their Premier League status, so they have the value, you know, very positive when they do the business in that market.
It actually gives the players a better profile.
Absolutely.
Playing the top flight.
They equally sold Nasiri Moro to Oribo BK in Sweden. They have a free kick just near the corner flank. Accra Lions.
Yes, Kosa again is beaten by Frimpong Hagan. Yeah, there's a hand up again. It's high, it's into the face, almost in the face of his man. It's not had it easy today, Kosa against Hagan.
The most successful player from this Accra Lions project has been Osman Bukari. He was initially loaned out to Anderlecht, then to AS Trensin on a permanent deal before Ghent and now Nantes on loan. Frederic Asante, unable to score today after scoring twice in the last 2 weeks, has made way for Basit Seidu. Samari's delivery. Good goalkeeping from Ayi. Good ball from Suraj looking for Daniel Afriyie. Barnier in Sobela is behind him.
Yeah, Barnier wanted a bit more on the pass for him. He wanted to run onto the ball than to try and control the ball and get in front of his man. And they gave Sobela the chance to get something on the ball.
It's 60 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's Accra Lions 0, Hearts 2. Here is Mohamed Al Hassan. Ibrahim goes for glory and it's straight to Apia Kubi.
Yeah, it's a long way out. He caught it with his left foot really well, but goalkeeper saw it all the way. Power not enough for him not to gather it. Didn't spill it. Got his first time.
Here is Amu Mensah. That's pushing.
Abamankan knows exactly what he's doing. He's got on the wrong side of the attacker.
Yeah.
And the boy is why he's talking. He knows he cannot raise back and chasing for it.
The reason the attacker is complaining,
Yeah.
Basit Seidu.
Yeah, Basit, I just think Basit did the right thing there. He didn't need to jump for the ball. It's kind of Abamankan who is getting on his wrong side.
Here is Ansa Boche. Now Kosa. Here is Amankwa. And Saboche will find Salifu Ibrahim. Now Wako. Good ball to Barnier. That's some real good awareness. Great defending from Amu Mensah.
Yeah, Rick. Because he's anticipating that Wako is going to have the vision for him. He gets the vision, the pass is coming, but the defending really is good to stop it from emerging into or turning into the third goal.
And Kosa gets the free kick for the Phobians.
Yeah, it's been stepped on Kosa.
Here is Mohamed Al Hassan. Al Hassan, his effort defense. Barnier! Spectacular effort, but the flag was already up, so it would have counted.
Yeah, that would have been some goal. Flag was already up, by the way, but Barnier, in that moment, Mohamed Hassan's effort deflects and sets up nicely for him on the volley. He doesn't hit the target, but
Resolute defending from Accra Lions.
Yeah, it wasn't going to go in. It just wasn't going to go in. Banier's effort. The ball is dipping at the goalkeeper off his chest. Agyenim Boateng's control is not the best. Goalkeeper can't also gather it. Banier arrives to it. He makes the save. Banier strikes again. And that was a flying clearance off the line from Amumansa. Yeah, that's the effort onto his chest. And here, he didn't gather it well. Banier arrives, then the save comes in. But this is what I love about the defending. He's reading the scenario, the situation as it develops. Got in behind the goalkeeper, was off
His
his line.
ability to adjust his body and get that header, absolutely brilliant. Now Muntari's corner. Hamidu heads it. Now here is Razak. Goes down, no foul. It's 85 minutes at the Accra Sports Stadium. Lions nil, Hearts 2. Now here is Sule Muntari. But Hamidu goes down and stays there as referee whistles for the medical team to attend to him. One of those players who are fasting.
Yeah, credit to all the players who are the ball. Lovely run from Bani as well. Only hoping to redirect it on target. It's on target, but down the middle. Apia Kubi made the most of it. Applied the save to rid of the fingertip over the bar.
Hamidu has gone down again. This time he's asking to be taken off. He can't continue anymore.
Yeah, I think this evening is over, Hamidu.
Yeah. And Sule Muntari swings one in. It's Amu Mensah who heads it out for a corner. James Francis Nicholas, the head coach of Accra Lions, together with the technical team of Nuru Yakubu and then Ibrahim Tanko, have one responsibility: to keep this team in the top flight. Muntari's corner. Oh, that's the third goal. Daniel Afriyie gets his brace. Another assist from Sule Muntari. But Banier, he's been denied a couple of times after the first goal, but he finally gets on the score sheet again. A brace for Banier is 3-0 for Hearts.
Icing on the cake. It's been game over for a while, but this one is the icing on the cake. Muntari's whip on the ball is really good. Goalkeeper is not committed to coming to it because of the flight of the ball. It's almost flat. No defender on the near post is climbing high enough to deal with it. And it falls perfectly on the head of Banier. Banier didn't even need to really jump. All he needed to do was to flick it, get it on target. Muntari, who tells the provider today for Banier to finish for Banier's brace.
Third assist of the season, all from the corner.
Yeah, all from similar way of whipping it. He plays into an area where the goalkeeper can't come out for it because it's not high, it's quite flat. And if you want to come out for it as a goalkeeper, you need to come through bodies, which is risky sometimes.
So Hamidu is off. Issa Ibrahim takes his place. Seventh goal of the season for Daniel Afriyie Banier in the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, he's not your most prolific goal scorer, but he gets a really good shift every time he's on the pitch. Plays really well.
Now his commitment level and the dedication to his duties is an exceptional since joining Hearts of Banier.
Yeah, I thought the first time I saw him play was against Kotoko 2 years ago. I remember I called that game with you right here in this stadium.
Sure we did.
When I looked at what he was doing, with the way he was running and his anger and determination towards this commitment, I just knew.
Hearts is still probing for a fourth. The next stop for Hearts is at the Theatre of Dreams in Daewoo. is in Accra. Yes, that game is in Accra.
Yeah.
Forgive me. That game is in Accra. And guess what? I was just reminded of the venue by the new coach of Dreams FC right here with us in commentary position. Amuntari to Razak. Razak couldn't reach it as a goal kick.
Yeah, I think that game will be a big one. Dreams up in his hands.
Dreams has the next game. It's over. Accra Lions will be in Tamale, but right now they have to start thinking about how to survive the Premier League. They've been beaten 3-0 by Hearts of Oak, the third defeat at the hands of the Phobians this season. They beat them 2-0 in Cape Coast, beat them 1-0 in the FA Cup in Dansoman, and they beat them 2-0 here at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's over. Accra Lions 0, Hearts of Oak 3.